All right, we're getting into our final game of the evening here. It looks to be a 95,000 gold differential here for the Chiefs. This final game of the evening is going to be the World of Cheese versus the Kenogami Chiefs. James likes snacks versus B-Dog. We've got Pro Elves versus Black Orcs. The nimble and agile Elves versus the bashy Black Orcs. Bomber Dribble Snot coming onto the pitch. Oh, I was way off. It was 165. Two Bribes and Bomber trying to keep Bomber on this pitch all game long. Here we go. The Chiefs picking up the very undercosted, in my opinion, Bomber Dribble Snot. Commands just a 50,000 gold salary. Here's the coin toss. Oh boy, it looks very sunny to me. It looks very, very sunny to me. Yes, indeed. So the Pro Elf team can be considered the passing elves, right? They've got great catchers with a strength of 3. They've got a great thrower, passing 2 with the pass skill. Edge of 2, of course, being elves. But now that it's sunny, this is going to impact the elf team much more than it impacts that Black Orc team. These passes are going to be a -1. Kenogami Chiefs win the coin toss. They're going to choose to be on defense to start. The reason they've done that is they know they are elves. They're fragile elves. They have an AV of 8+ up against a pretty strong bashy team. And this is going to guarantee that they start the game with as effective a defense as they can, because they're certainly going to lose players as this game continues to be played out. On offense, they need much fewer players to be effective than they do on defense. Defense really focuses on tackle zones, with certain exceptions. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Very sunny's going to hurt Bomber Dribble Snot a lot as well, because Bomber Dribble Snot also passing. So this will impact the Chiefs with Bomber Dribble Snot. But maybe the weather will change on the kickoff. We'll see. Here's the kick. Indeed, that's exactly what happened. The weather's going to change to perfect weather for Blood Bowl. So now neither team needs to worry about the sun in their eyes as they try to pass the ball. Turn 1 for the Chiefs. They're on offense and they're in the black. The Elves in the yellow naturally. I haven't stolen anything. The courts will defend me. So, ooh, wait a minute. Not fielding Bomber here for the offense. Do you think Zayas forgot to put Bomber on the pitch? I have to imagine that was the case. Started the turn off with a big guy roll here. Failed a really stupid roll. And now a 2-die on the right guard. Gets a stun out of this. Grab that player back. Grab is like the opposite of sidestep, where you can sidestep that player as the blocker. So you pick them up and you put them over here, off to the side, or wherever you'd like to put them. Alright, I'm going to switch this. Let's see. World of Cheese. That's right. That's right. If you want to donate money, feel free. I'll donate your channel points. I'll make sure you lose all of them. 2-9 blitz against Havarti. Gets a pal here. These Black Orcs have Brawler. Ooh, good armor break. Gets a stun. So trying to move these elves off the left. That sort of suggests that they're trying to carve out the right for their offense, but they still have plenty of time to decide where this ball is going to end up going. all things being equal, of course, everyone wants to move the ball right up the middle to give them as many movement options as possible. That typically makes center field a real, I was going to say a dogfight. It's not a dogfight. It's a real skirmish. C said, on a few channels I mod for, I've set up predictions specifically for people to give their points away. Like a point sink. Turn 1 for the defense now. Starting the turn with a big guy block can be risky because the big guys, most big guys in the game are loners, which means if you want to spend a team reroll, you have to spend it, then you roll your loner roll, and if you succeed on the loner roll, then you actually get to use your team reroll. Otherwise, you simply lose it. So if a die roll doesn't go your way on a big guy, now you're in trouble, right? Now you have to risk failing a loner roll, or else having a bad turn where you only activated 1, 2, or 3 people. That's cool. Grilled cheese repositioning their defense. And now a blitz on Johnny Upton is going to be a push. That's fine. They'll take the push. They'll stay put. Probably go right back into that linebacker position. Yes, indeed. Turn 2 now for the Chiefs. Turns out you're limited to 25,000 points per prediction. I don't even know what 25,000 points looks like. Oh, I'm sorry, 250,000. 200. That's an order of magnitude off. Two-die blitz against Cheddar. Gets a pal. Looking for an 8+. These Black Orcs have that brawler. Good removal. One-man player advantage now for the Chiefs. They have that brawler skill. This gives them this one of the few skills that lets you re-roll a partial die pool, right? So in a die pool, they can re-roll. Thank you very much, Mr. Cracker. But that brawler skill, one of the few skills in Blood Bowl that, oh no. Tried to rush into position to get this ball in the cage and failed the rush. Oh! Oh, I thought the troll got the ball. Failed the rush, and now the defense is going to have a real opportunity to grab this ball. Remember, they are edge 2. Right now, as it stands, that grab is a 50-50. Festoon graciously lowers the rush failure rate from 900% to 99%. Maybe. Oh, failed the rush. Trying to get this ball into the cage. Didn't work out. It's already a pretty marked cage, but very strong, you can see, with strength of 4. So it's tough to get those players in the position to get the 2-die. The defense could have certainly done it, but unfortunately, the rush having failed means the defense is now looking, almost certainly looking to make this at least a 3+ pickup. Or maybe they just get a bunch of tackle zones around it and they don't try to pick it up. I'm gonna eat cookies. I'm gonna eat 2 cookies after this. Well, I've got my Tuesday thing, and then I'm gonna eat 2 cookies, and I'm gonna finish Final Fantasy Tactics. That'll be my day. Wow, just went for the 4+ pickup. No bones about it. Dodged away. Now in the hands of Blue the Blitzer. Blue, a blodger with tackle and sidestep as well. Two-die block against Johnny Upton is going to be a pal. Hard to break AV 10 plus. AV 9 plus is considered average. Festoon says 7 days to die keeps distracting me from Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah, I'm gonna finish. I'm on the final fight. I'm gonna finish Final Fantasy Tactics tonight, and then I'll be sad about the game being over again. I love that game, man. I played it when it first came out. I have all the versions of it. I played it when it first came out on the PlayStation, and then I played it again when they released it on the PSP. Fast Fourier transformations. No. Final Fantasy Tactics. Or should I say Fourier? And then I've been playing the Evil East Chronicles, which is a fantastic remake. But then after that, I think I'm going to get into the Dragon Quest 1 remake. I played the Dragon Quest 3 remake and loved it. I'm going to play the Dragon Quest 1 remake, which is called, what's it called? Dragon Quest 1 and 2 2D HD remake, I think is what it's called. $52 seconds left on the clock. Wow, I thought he succeeded. No, he did not. So there's that failed loner. Spent another reroll here, and now no rerolls left for the Chiefs. That troll's going to remain really stupid. Got 2 dice here on, I always mispronounce this. Chevre? Run bad with the raid. Thank you very much. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Hope your stream went well. Welcome all to our 3rd game in our triple header this evening. We've already seen Morgenthor kill his own teammate. Thank you very much, Run Bad. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. World of Cheese on defense. They have the ball in the hands of Blue the Blitzer. Currently marked by Mo Wenchuk. It's going to be a 2+ dodge away, thanks to being an elf. They're agile fellas. 2-die block. This is going to work out due to the block skill. Again, we were talking about just how important, how core to the game the block skill and the dodge skills are, and that's why. And now a mark taken against Steve Hansen, the number 8 rookie, down on the opposing 10-yard line. World of Cheese advances the ball up to the 6. We'll get some coverage on the right side here, probably with Monterey Jack. Yes, indeed. 2-die blitz. Gets the knockdown, no problem. And now that's 3 marks on number 9. What am I missing? Why was that a 1-die? Oh, because of Johnny Upton, that's why. Yeah, FFT, Final Fantasy Tactics. Fast Fourier transformation. I wrote an article on what a Fourier series is. You're missing the third cookie. I mean, I've got lots of cookies, but I'm only going to eat 2. They're like 160 calories each. Like, they're cookies. I wonder how the dead off game finished. See if I can get the score. I'll just look it up after this. I wanted to pay out the predictions, but I'll do it at the end of the stream. .43 seconds to go here for the Chiefs. They were on offense, still arguably are on offense. Now they got to recover the ball. 2-die blitz against Feta will be a pal. 8+ is going to break armor. Very, very, very tough to stop these elves once they have the ball. They're so agile, and they tend to be really fast as well. You can see the blitzer MA7, not bad at all. Oh, no. No. Failed to... Oh, that was a -1 on the dodge, wasn't it? No. Why not? Oh, because he's stunty. Fetta's going to stand right back up. Man, he is a beaten and battered catcher, but he's a pro. He'll play until he's dead. 2-die block against Steve Hansen will be a pal. Fouls up. Has has 1 assist against number 9. Number 9 currently assisted by Johnny Upton. Under a minute to play here for the World of Cheese. They're trying to find a lane to get through. They're going to have to spend their blitz somewhere. It looks like they're probably going to spend it on Dave Hansen here. Here's 2 assists, and now the ball carrier can blitz. 2-die blitz. Gets the knockdown, no problem. No problem. We'll follow up here for sure. Well, maybe not for sure. Yeah. He still has the two safety goblins, McCracken and Jim Ahern, to deal with. How dare you, Cease? How dare you? So we will move forward here and mark number 5. He can bring another player in here as well. Good mark on both goblins. Two plus dodges for days, marking all 3 gobos. World of Cheese, a couple of players, a handful of players left to activate. I think we'll probably see a couple of dodges here. Yep. Thank you very much, Mr. Rocker Crocker. No! That was not a very flattering shot. Sorry, Gruyere, but the camera was not at an angle you'll be happy with. Let's see if I caught it. Nope, of course I didn't. Why would I? I knew I didn't catch it when I delayed my finger on the button. 3-1 victory. Thank you, Moob. I'll put it in the database right now. So the Nationals got on the board. That's great. Man, I'm kind of sad we missed that. And Downhill will follow. Good. That's, I mean, bad for you, but great job by the Nationals. But congratulations on your win. Oh, right. Thank you for the predictions. I totally forgot. I was like, I'll put it in the database. But then I forgot why I cared in the first place. So 3-1 Necro. So +2 for Necro. Let's do it. There you go. Paying out the winners. Turn 5 now for the World of Cheese. World of Cheese with some easy blocks here to get on the board on defense. I was gonna say as a rule of thumb, I don't know if it's a rule of thumb, but personally, when I'm on defense, like if I start the game on defense and I can't score, I just go ahead and score, because then I feel like unless I'm up against like Skaven or Elves or somebody that can score really quickly, because that puts me at such a huge advantage at that point, right? I'm in the lead. If he ends up tying, then I start the second half kind of the let's just say the way I was supposed to, but like I started as if I had stopped him from scoring, you know what I mean? So yeah, just go ahead and score. I think that's the way to be. 1-0, the World of Cheese takes the lead in the ball game. Was BB not the only one to win that prediction? What a payout! Yeah, Bad Dog, great game. That was a lot of fun to watch. Kenogami Chiefs still on offense here. Yeah, I think they forgot to put Bomber on the pitch in the first half here. Wait, are they deliberately leaving Bomber off the pitch? I think Bomber's got to go on the pitch, right? You paid for Bomber. You paid for Bomber in bribes. Chuck some bombs. Yeah, there he is. Bomber, the halfback on this offense. 5 on the line for the offense. Same formation for the well, a little different here. We'll call this a 3-3-4 for the defense. Those blue circles are the 3 catchers on this roster. MA8 and strength of 3. Hello, my new human catchers. Bad Dog says Frank Corpse got block, Abracadabra got tackle, and Mandible Lecter is 1 SPP from his first level. Sounds like some great level ups for sure. Do you think you forgot he was on offense? Solid defense. Maybe he's playing super safe for the blitz. All right, not going to reset the defense. Turn 6 now for the Chiefs. I'll tell you what, I forgot. I have forgotten I was on offense probably 3 dozen times. Mr. Rocker Crocker says, I forgot he was on offense. Projectile vomit. Triple ones here, so he actually vomited on himself but couldn't break his own armor. That should be a commercial for an armorer. Hey, do you eat terribly and you throw up all the time, but you don't want your own clothes to get stained and disgusting? Do I have the armor for you? Hi, my name's Bill Armorer, and my armor is guaranteed to be vomit-proof. Good removal here. Two-man player advantage? Two-man player advantage for the Chiefs right now. They can get on the board here in 3 turns, but they'd have to motor. It's tough to do with a Blackwork team. When your fastest pieces are your gobos. Bill Armorer. That's the best I could do. All right, short pass here by Bomber. Dribble snot. Pass works out. Now we're going to check for the interception roll, or the pass interference roll, as it's called. Get out of here. Get out of here. Walk-in blunder with the interception. Wait, why didn't he intercept that? Did he use the once per game? What just happened? I have no idea what happened there. He caught the ball, and Bomber's once per game wasn't procced. Turn 6 for the World of Cheese. World of Cheese can apply some pretty decent pressure here. It's going to be real tough for this Blackwork team to score without having to rely on a throw teammate pass. Like, to move these goblins down pitch in a cage, their real max movement's only a 4 because the Blackworks have to come along. And they're not going to get in the end zone with a MA of 4. Wait, is that right? You roll for the explosion first? Are you sure? I'm gonna look it up. Let me get my rule book. Boy, I walk away for 3 seconds. Killer Carlson taken off the pitch. The Oppo's going to be spent and does nothing. Really? Let's see. You are absolutely right. Page 83. I'm going to say Hubba. Hubba, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. Page 83. If a bomb is caught by a player on either team, roll a d6 on a roll of a 4+, and it explodes immediately. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Ah, welcome to the stream, Hubba. Kenogami Chiefs have to end this turn in scoring position. And I think the only way that's going to... Oh, no! I think the only way that's going to happen is with a throw teammate setup, which means that ball needs to get in a position That's another caught bomb. I think Kaboom has to get procced here. Oh, thank you very much, Haba. Thanks for hanging out and watching some Blood Bowl with us. It is one of the greatest games ever made, in my opinion. Pretty good bomb toss here. Gets another removal. Wait, is there no text on that? Oh, all right. Yeah, gotta get in position for the throw teammate here. Doesn't actually have to throw this turn. Boo. Get out of here. Wait, what is happening right now? Everything is messed up. Okay, cool. Just go ahead and turn that off. Quick, do a replay. I do a replay, it just crashes the game for everyone playing Blood Bowl 3 right now. Foul attempt by the Goblins. This is a good use of the Goblins, right? Because they're stunty, they ignore those. They ignore the penalties on dodging. They have the dodge skill. They have an Agile 3, which is okay, but they can really get to where they need to be. And they're so inexpensive that they're great for picking up assists. They're also great for fouling, right? If you lose a Gobbo, who cares all that much, right? Two-die blitz against Jim Ahern. Gets the knockdown thanks to tackle. No armor break. We'll keep this troll. Well, I think you'll keep this troll marked, but kind of in a tough position to make it happen. You can get one mark on the troll. Technically, you could get 2 marks, but that 1 mark's just going to get shoved aside, I think. Goblin Mother's Care. Two-die block against Steve Hansen. That's in front of the cage right now. Oh, can you call that a cage? In front of the offense. Bomber Dribble Snot is a secret weapon. It takes a drive before the ref realizes that he's doing something that's illegal, like carrying a big old sack of bombs. But that's all right. Zayas came prepared with a couple of bribes. One die block against Dave Hansen. Gets a push here. This will get another mark. Yeah, very well done here by James Like Snacks to get 2 marks on the troll, making it very difficult for this troll to throw without being marked. Turn 8 now for the Chiefs. They've got to score here. They want to go into the half tied up. Sophiana, welcome to the stream. Sophiana says, how does Black Elbow not have weapon? What do you mean? Double pow here. Dave Hansen knocks down one of these marks. So the blitz can come in on Prove alone. Gotta rely on Brawler. Has to rely on Brawler. Provolone will not take the wrestle down. Oh, no! No! World of Cheese will not wrestle this to the ground. Yeah, that's right. You can't Brawler blitz. That's right. Oh! unfortunate. Turn 8 now for the World of Cheese. They've successfully stopped the score and scored themselves on defense. They're going to be on offense here shortly. Going after Bomber Dribbleshot, trying to injure this player and get him off the pitch. That's not going to do it. 1-0 at the half. The World of Cheese is in the lead. They will be on offense to start the second half of this game. They're going to be down three players, but I think it's 8v8. A bribe to bring Bomber Dribblesnot back out onto the pitch. Yeah, there it is. Well done. So actually 9v8, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? 11v8. So 3-man player advantage for the Chiefs. World of Cheese over in Division C, currently in 4th place. A win will bring him up somewhere in the 2nd to 3rd place range. Three on the line for the Chiefs, giving up those wide zones to this Elven team. They are down a number of players, but they're much more effective on offense with fewer players than they are on defense. They could just take off and try to score early here, and if they do that, they'll be in pretty good shape to win this one, I think. Cheddar, the thrower, will be back to receive. Currently on the 14-yard line, may bounce back to the 16. Actually, may bounce back to the 18. That's where I like to put my my kickoff return player when I'm not up against a kicker. That'll stay right where he is. Here's the kick. Deep kick. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Oh no. On the pitch invasion, the crowd does not like the visiting team. Mo Wanchuk, Steve Hansen, and McCracken all stunned after the pitch invasion. So now the World of Cheese has a pretty big opportunity here. They're going to start the turn with a 2-die blitz. They're going to get the knockdown thanks to tackle. Actually, they can get the knockdown thanks to either one of those dice, thanks to block or tackle. Another armor break and a removal. Wow. They take a mark against Jin Ahern, one of the goblins in the secondary. Number 6 is going to move down pitch to the 14-yard line. Feta will probably move down that left wide zone as well. Well, Feta might actually stay back here. Pro Elves, the quote-unquote passing elves. Electric Span says, I'm having 3 cookies because I can. I mean, I could have 3 cookies. But I mean, that's a lot, man. That's like 480 calories in 3 cookies. Yeah, it's going to hang back with this ball. Doesn't really want to go too far forward without any pockets set up on the ball carrier. Turn 9 now for the Chiefs. You know what I want? I don't think I've had one of these since I was a kid. I want a Sloppy Joe. Good bomber toss here to knock down the number 6 catcher. Gets a stun out of it as well. Also keeping Bomber pretty well protected at the moment, which is something a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but new coaches might not really think about. Like, it's very easy to think, I have a Bomber, I want to chuck bombs. Of course you do, but your opponent doesn't want you to. And so if you leave that Bomber exposed, there's a big target on his back, and your opponent's going to come after it and try to take it off the pitch. Manwich, yeah, something like Manwich. Like I want like an open face sloppy Joe. I never really understood like the actual like a closed sandwich version, because how do you keep it in the sandwich? But an open face one makes sense to me. Blue on the 2-die blitz gets a push out of this. The Chiefs can't get locked up by man. His leg is just zapping out. He's warping into the ether. I know it's sloppy, but doesn't it just make more sense as an open face sandwich? Turn 10 now for the world of cheese. So these Blackworks need to be careful that these elves don't contain them for even just a turn, because if they do that, they'll be able to get by these orcs and score pretty easily. Boo this man. Minute 15 on the clock here for the world of cheese as they consider which direction they want to move this ball. They could go in either direction. I think the defense is a little stronger on the left than they are on the right. They're going to start with a 2-die and get the knockdown on player coach Reggie Dunlop. Currently have a 1-die on Jim Ahern. Man, the kerning, the space between the R and the N there. It's very difficult. It looks so close to an M to me. 2-die blitz works out here against Jim Ahern. Breaks armor. Great armor break where really the only speedy players that can contend with you in terms of speed, in terms of engagement in the secondary are these goblins. So that stun is a great stun, as they don't really have to worry about it. It looks like James Like Snacks is setting up the play to score in one turn, meaning they'll have a player in position where he can then hand off to pass or just run up and hand off. But he's also got the option where he can just hang back. And if he does that, the Chiefs might... So he could just kind of hang back here for a while. If he does that, the Chiefs could start to apply some pressure, but they're down a number of players, and if they start to apply that pressure, they've got to be real careful. We've seen this whenever an Elven team Dakas off the line, right, where they'll try to stall by engaging back here. We've seen coaches bring their defense up to engage, and then they just leave one corner open, and suddenly the floodgates open, right, for the defense or for the offense. But now with this player disparity, if the World of Cheese is going to hang back and pressure is applied by Zayas here, he's got to be careful that he's not just giving this thrower a free opportunity to just move down pitch, and now you have one less player to defend with. Got to make something happen, though. You're down 0-1. Plenty of time left on the clock, though, so no need to get super anxious and, like, commit right now. There's plenty of time left in the ball game. Yeah, McMackey says Blackworks are so slow. It's crazy hard to come from behind without a massive player advantage, indeed. And I think they're just a tough team to coach in general. Tudai against Walkalin Blunder. This will be a push, a grab push. So pick him up and move him to the side. Bomber with another bomb toss here. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good trade. I don't think he wants Steve Hansen being knocked down. Turn 11 now for the World of Cheese. The wide zone's almost completely clear of players right now. The World of Cheese with plenty of resources left. They're in the lead. They have 3 rerolls. Their Apothecary is still available. They have 5 minutes, 59 seconds on the bonus clock. They really hold all the cards right now. And this is the advantage of being in the lead when you at the end of the first half when you were on defense. You have lots of options available to you. As we just discussed, you could score early. You could hang out. You see the pressure being applied a little bit here by number 10. But now the World of Cheese, right? They've been burning a couple turns off the clock. They could go ahead and really kind of score almost whenever they want to. It's going to be difficult to stop them from scoring. And then now you're up 2-0. And now your opponent is under the gun even more. McMackey says, I'm playing Blackworks and Rebel, and they're really good at 2 things and trash at the rest. Declared the pass. Is he actually going to pass? Oh! Whoa! 1 space away to make that a 3+ pass, but good reception here by Havarti. 1 space away from scoring, but I think he can be pretty safe here, right? The Goblins... So 1 Goblin can mark the ball carrier right now. 2 Goblins can mark the ball carrier. I didn't catch the replay. Turn 11 now for the Chiefs. Eagle TSI with the sub. Thank you very much for your generosity. Always great having you here. Great watching your games. Thanks for sharing an evening of 3 games of Blood Bowl. McBank says, Blackworks are good at 2 things, brawling, brawling and fouling. Collectively known as brawling. Eagle TSI is rooting for this Elven offense as the ball is all the way on the opposing 20-yard line, just off the right sideline. Yeah, everyone's just so slow. The Goblins are their fastest players, and that's an MA of 6, which I would consider average speed across all factions of the game. Sophiana rooting for the Black Orc defense. Wants them to stop this score. They're not even that good at it. What is up with the text? I don't understand what has happened. Fail the rush. Oh, no! Are you kidding me? Failed the rush because, as we all know, a 1 in 6 chance is a 900% chance. Oh, had to spend the rush to have any chance of stopping this score. Failed the rush. And now turn 12 for the World of Cheese. I think at this point, they might just score and try to get more touchdowns out of this game. Remember, for standings, your league points count first. You get 3 for a win, 1 for a draw. And if you're going to win, why not make it count with as many touchdowns as you can get? Because that counts for standings as well. There it is. Yeah, well done. 2-0. The World of Cheese increases their lead. Very well done. But we lowered the failure rate. Bomber dribbles not called off the pitch yet again, but another bribe in the Chiefs' pockets works out, and Bomber's going to come back onto the pitch for another drive. Eagle TSI lowering the rush failure rate from the Games Workshop mandated 900% to the cheater rules 99%. And now the Elves down a few players. They're down to 7 players. There's time on the clock here. 5 turns for the Chiefs. They could pull this out. Oh, I got a package. What did I order? Oh, it was like a mounting kit, I guess, for this weather station. Three on the line for the defense. And just 4 players free, as the Blackhawks are going to have a significant player advantage at this point. 11v7. So it's a 4-man player advantage. They might try to capitalize. Well, I mean, if they want to not lose this game, they're going to have to capitalize on this. But they can try to capitalize on this by scoring as quickly as orkishly possible. And then trying to get this ball back again. There's no threat of more Elves coming onto the pitch here. They're all injured, so they're permanently out of the game. So if the Chiefs can score, say, in 2 turns here, they might be able to squeak out a draw. Eagle TSI says, was thinking for my next tabletop league with new 2025 OWA, but all dwarfs and halflings with a tree could be a lot of fun. I saw BB Nuts videos, but I still haven't internalized all of the changes yet. Electric Man asks, have you printed anything interesting on your new 3D printer? No, nothing interesting. I did print out. So the printer has like a slot where it spits out like trash filament. But it doesn't come with a container. So it'll like spit it out onto the table or onto the floor. So I 3D printed a container to like screw into the back, and like the container can slide off and stuff. Save the poop in the poop chute, yeah. Oh, really? Interesting. That's a good idea. But I forgot I need to get like screws. I don't have screws to screw it in with. Or maybe, no, I won't have those. Good pickup off the sideline. That would have been a very bad day if that was a failed pickup that went out of bounds. Ball's now up to the 10-yard line over in the left wide zone. Like, I guess. Yeah, just like screws that fit the screw hole in the back of the printer. Yeah, for the I hate calling it that, but yes. Man, How many times we got to say it? 1 in 6 equals 9. It is. It is. Eagle to the side. I lowered the rush rate. What gives? Well, he's still well within 99% failure rate, right? We have to see a few more rushes to see if it actually took. T9 blitz against Bomber. Dribble's not targeting this nuisance Bomber star player. Spends the reroll. Gets the knockdown here. Looking for an 8+. Got, oh, right in the nose. You're going to treat a star like that? Punched him right in the nose. Bomber Dribble Snot out of the game. Bomber does have a pretty big nose. Here comes the pressure by the few elves that are still left standing on the pitch here. Trying to combine the offense over in the left wide zone. Turn 13 for the Chiefs. They've got a book if they want to draw this game. The problem is that that's a lot of risk. And that's a lot of risk that could end up meaning they lose 3-0. So there's a choice that Zayas has to make here. Is it, do you try your hardest to play for the draw? Or do you strategically say, you know what, maybe if I just get one touchdown, I can minimize the touchdown differential here. Two-die blitz against Provolone. That's another thing I haven't had since I was a kid. I haven't had just like a regular cheese sandwich. He was Toucan Sam's stunt double before playing Blood Bowl. Advances the ball up to the opposing 4-yard line. So right now, 2 turns out from scoring. Unless a throw teammate happens. Why would you when you can grill it? Sure. Yeah, I've had plenty of grilled cheeses. Eagle TSI says, my daughter 18. Is that her name? My daughter 18 eats cheese sandwiches all the time. I think cheese sandwiches are great. I just haven't had one since I was a kid. She could hang out with George Costanza's son, 7. Alexandra, she's 18. Well, good for her. I'm glad. I'm glad she's eating cheese sandwiches. I still eat. I don't know if this is weird or not. I imagine it's not weird, but like I like tuna salad sandwiches. I eat those all the time. Yeah. Oh man, McMackey, that sounds great. That sounds great. Cheese sandwich with tomato soup. I mean, a grilled cheese I think goes better with it, but I mean that sounds awesome. Mr. Rocker Crocker says, I told my students if I have a daughter, we will call her May, short for mayonnaise. World of Cheese here on turn 14. Yeah, I think they're going to have to Oh, they're not marking the troll, so not worried about the throw teammate toss, it seems. Do people eat cheese sandwiches without toasting or grilling them? I mean, I wouldn't eat a cheese sandwich without the bread being toasted, for sure. Although I can't really think off the top of my head what sandwiches I would prefer the bread not be toasted. So, I mean, if it's a really dense bread, that's fine. Ungrilled cheese sandwich. 2+ dodge over on the right side. So the World of Cheese getting their defense back in order here as turn 14 begins for the Kenogami Chiefs. They've got to get on the board here. They might just be playing for the 2-1. PBJ can't be hot. Well, I don't like jelly, but I will occasionally eat a peanut butter sandwich, and I will put that between 2 slices of toast, and it melts, and I love it. Iron Cynic says a cheese sandwich without toasted bread? Monstrous. Eagle TSI says, I make poor man's grilled cheese for my kids. Toast the bread, put cheese on it, then microwave for 15 seconds. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I don't even like the thought of that. Hot peanut butter, yes. Hot jelly, no. Fair enough. Fair enough. Minute 5 here to go for the Chiefs. This turn will inform us as to which way Zayas is going to go with this game. Whether he's going to play for the draw or play to minimize the TD differential. I am always risk averse, so I would probably play for the TD differential, but that's not necessarily the right call. Oh, man. Boy, got through the loner skill here for the pass with Ogie Oglethorpe. So playing for the draw. Let's go. Final reroll spent. Ogie. Ogie, my man, my man. Ogie, what are you doing? Ogie. First of all, you're looking the wrong way, Ogie, all right? Second of all, that's your teammate, Ogie. Turn 50 for the World of Cheese. Now it's their turn to try to recover this ball, and maybe they can get another touchdown. Yeah, they're going to put a player in scoring position. That'll be Walklin Blunder, the number 11 rookie, looking to pick up his first SPP in his career. Two-die blitz against Jim Ahern. Gets the knockdown here. Breaks armor. Jim Ahern basically out for the rest of the game at this point. Ball pickup by Cheddar coming up shortly. 3+ pickup with an edge of 2+. No problem. Now 2+ dodge away. No problem. What a pass! Oh, the passing elves indeed. No, look at that. No problem for Cheddar. Got the ball to safety. Very well done by the World of Cheese. And now the world of cheese is going to win this one 3-0. Very, very well done by James Like Snacks. I don't think Zayas did anything wrong there. Was trying to get into the end zone. The troll just flubbed the pass, and it gave. This is exactly what we were talking about whether you're gonna play for that draw but risk increasing the TD differential, or you play it cool and try to minimize. You risk the wider TD differential for the chance of a draw, or you play it cool and you minimize the TD differential but know that you're going to lose. Nothing that the Chiefs can do at this point other than to just get some players safe. But I don't think... Well, with a reroll, James Like Snacks will probably take his blocks. What is on their shirt? Oh, it's their logo. There's something about the way the Black Orcs run. It's like their first few frames of animation are cut short or something. Turn 16 for the World of Cheese with a reroll remaining. They'll probably take a couple of blocks here before scoring and ending this game 3-0. First block against Jeff Hansen will be a knockdown. Looking for SPP at this point. That'll be it. That's the final. 3-0. The World of Cheese wins this one. Is there one turn left? Oh, all right, let's go. Let's go. Let's see the one-turn touchdown. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just 7 left on the pitch for the World of Cheese. 10 to set up here for the Chiefs. That troll can throw teammates. The Goblins have the right stuff. They can score in a single turn. No rerolls remaining for the Chiefs, so if Zayas wants to score, he's going to have to get his prayers into Nuffle. Six on the line here for the Chiefs. They've just got to make sure that troll is free, so probably wants to move the troll away from the elven lineman to guarantee that that troll can throw freely, although maybe he just doesn't care and just wants the 6. There's the switch. Ogie Oglethorpe to catch on the right side here. We'll see if the World of Cheese shifts this ball a little bit to the left, or if they're just going to kick it dead center. I mean, we won't see. I wish we could see, but we'll see where the ball ends up going. If you want to make Nuffle laugh, tell him your prayers. Yeah, great setup here with McCracken. I really like what he's done here. So he says, all right, I put my troll on this side. That means my opponent's incentivized to kick on this side. So let me lower the distance that players have to move for the handoff. Three plus pickup to a 3+ handoff. And then it's going to be the toss. The troll can only toss a maximum distance of a short pass. At most, that is 6 spaces directly in front of him. 3+. Oh, here's the final reroll. Now the handoff. 3+. Works out. It comes down to Ogie. You get a second chance, Ogie. Doesn't necessarily need a full distance pass. We'll probably chance it. Oh, it's good effort. Good effort, Ogie. That'll be the game 3. Oh, will be the final here. Congratulations to James Like Snacks on the victory. Eagle TSI says, we need a better clip for demanding death. I'm all ears. Oh, that was a lot of fun. What a fun night this was. My thanks to everyone who's hung out with us for all 3 games of the triple header and to all 6 coaches tonight. Well played all. That was a lot of fun to watch. With that win, World of Cheese will be in 3rd place here with a record of 2-0-1. Congratulations again to James Like Snacks. And that'll do it for tonight. Let's take a look at the schedule before we leave for the evening. Our final game. Oh, I've got 2 unaired games I got to put into the database as well. But other than that, our final aired game of the evening, of week 3 will be this Thursday, November 13th at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's UTC -5. That'll be the Discomancers versus the Gastonberg Cavaliers. Ian versus Teagle. I cannot speak today. Ian versus Eagle TSI. Necro versus OWA. Oh man. After that game on Friday, coaches will begin scheduling their week 4 matchups, and when those games get scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to that schedule on our website at maml.club. That's maml.club, or here on Twitch, or on our social media pages on Blue Sky X and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. In fact, there's a link to our Discord. I should put that in the sign off as well. There's a link to our Discord. You can come hang out in our Discord. We have standings and schedules up in our Discord as well, in dedicated channels. The schedule is always in your local time zone, so you don't have to do any weird time conversions. And if you want to play with us in our upcoming season 6 after this season concludes, just hit me up on maybe Unit 2 over there. Come hang out in our Blood Bowl channel. I'll put you on the list, and when registration opens for our next competition, we'll tell you how to sign up. It's very, very easy to do. But one way or another, you should play Blood Bowl. This game is a ton of fun. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store, with the new version coming out imminently. I'm looking forward to that. But until this Thursday, November 13th at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you back here on Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening.